Hello, my beautiful beings of love and light. How are you today? Today is January 27th, 2021, and I'm here in the spot where I came last year. I decided to come out to this part of the forest. It's kind of quiet out here today, and it's raining a little bit, but not too hard. And I just wanted to come out and just have a chat with you about what has been going on in my life at the moment. And because my guides have been kind of saying, maybe you need to talk about this and tell people what you're kind of going through, because they might be going through the same thing and you might be able to help them out a little bit. So I'm coming to you from Ireland, and I just wanted to explain the situation that's going on at the moment in our country. I know it's different all over the world, and everybody's in different kind of levels of lockdowns and different types like that. And I just wanted to explain to you what kind of environment we're in right now in 2021. It almost feels like we're back to where we were last year when all of this all started. And we are literally back into our third lockdown. And what this means, because I don't think that all of you out there in the world realize what we are going through here in Ireland. And everybody has their own views on the virus, okay? Everybody has their own views on whether it is real or whether it isn't, and all of that kind of thing. And it really kind of doesn't matter, because we're kind of still stuck in the same situation that we're in. It is what it is. We are in a very strict lockdown, and I know that people around the rest of the world are not necessarily in the same type. And so I just wanted to explain to you what it is that I'm going through and everybody here in Ireland. So basically on the day after Christmas, we were put into a level 5 lockdown. What does this mean? It means that we have been put back to almost like it was back in the beginning. Everything has closed down. All non-essential businesses are closed. And the only way you can get anything through a non-essential type thing is click and delivery. No more click and collect kind of thing. All restaurants are closed. All pubs and bars, they've been closed for ever since this all happened. I think they opened up for 2 weeks and then it went back down to not even having it anymore. So we've been under strict things like that. The children did go back to school in September, and they went in sort of these pods. So they were only around a certain amount of people every day. And since this new lockdown, they have also, every child in the country is now remote schooling. Now the colleges were remote schooling anyways, but now all the kids in the national school, which is elementary over there in the States, and secondary school, which is high school over in the United States, just so you know what I'm talking about here. They're all remote schooling, and so that means that our laptops, our parents, for me personally, I can't even use my laptop at the moment, because my son is using it for his school and all his classes are being done online. And then all of non-essential businesses have been closed. Everything has been closed. So there's nothing happening except for grocery stores are open, and pharmacies and some hardware stores, and people can go in and buy DIY stuff if they wanted to or anything like that. And but other than that, there's nothing to go buy, nothing to do. And if you want to order anything on Amazon, we now are stuck in the middle of Brexit. And if you people in the United States don't understand what that means that now, because the UK has left the European Union. Now, if I want to order something from Amazon, now I not only have to pay like the regular fees that you have to pay and the shipping and all of that stuff, now I need to pay a customs duty and I have to pay tax to the UK, like a income tax or sales tax, not income tax, sales tax. And so they want 21% on top of it as a tax, and then you have to pay the customs fees. So when you want to order something, you're going to pay like huge amount of money just to like buy something off Amazon, and half of the places won't even deliver to Ireland. So you're kind of stuck with not being able to really get anything, and very limited to what you can have, which doesn't really matter because we can't do anything. We can't go anywhere, so we don't need clothes and all that kind of stuff, because why would we need to? Because there's no reason to have it. So this is the kind of thing that's happening. I'm trying to think. Oh, and we're back to people are no longer allowed to leave their area. They have to stay in a 5-kilometer radius from where they live, unless you're going for like, I think 5 different reasons. There's like 5 different things. I think one of them being that you can go to the doctor, go to the pharmacy, chemist, go to the grocery store, get food. What is the other one? You can not visit people. We're not allowed to go visiting anybody. Nobody's allowed to gather anywhere, inside or out. And we're allowed to go to visit a grave. If you would like to go visit a grave, you can go visit a grave. But those, I think, are the only reasons why you can be out and about, and you can exercise within a 5-kilometer radius from your house. And so there are garda, which is the police checkpoints, garda checkpoints all over the place. And they basically ask you when you go through them, what is your business? Where are you coming from? And what is your business? Why are you out and about? And you just have to tell them like why you're out and about. If you're not out and about and you're out of your area for one of those reasons, you're not out for like any of those 5 reasons. I think essential workers, that's another thing you can be out for if you're an essential worker. And if you're not out for any of those other reasons, then you could be looking at a fine and all that kind of stuff. And so this is this very strict lockdown, and we are in it, and it's just been extended. It was only supposed to be for a couple of weeks, and now it's been extended. It's been extended to March 5th. Who knows? I don't really think that they're going to even let it even go. I think it's going to go farther than that. I think they're just going to come back, reassess, and say we have to stay like this for probably the rest of our lives. I feel like and this is really, really getting on everybody's nerves over here. But there's nothing we can do about it. This is the situation that we're in, and everybody is trying to like take it positively or whatever. But for me personally, what this means is any hopes of even starting up my business again isn't going to be happening this year. And so I started getting into this lockdown mode in this last few weeks. And I've been kind of wallowing in, well, doesn't really, like, because the weather, it's different than last year. It doesn't feel the same as last year. And I think it's because of my thought patterns or whatever. But first of all, like, it's the middle of January, and we've had snow, we've had yucky, horrible weather. Who wants to go out and walk around out in that weather? And it's just kind of, it's been taking its toll, okay? And so it's getting to the point where I just didn't really feel like doing anything. I started kind of wallowing in, well, it doesn't really matter because there's nothing to do. We're in lockdown and there's no reason to do anything. So let's just go lay back down again. And so we just go lay down, watch Netflix, and, try to like do all that, sleep a lot. And I've kind of gotten into kind of like don't feel like doing anything. everything is kind of like blah and dull, and why even bother, and all of this. And so the last couple of weeks I've really tried to change my thought patterns around this and try to get excited about the fact that I have a few months now where I can do absolutely whatever I want to do. I don't have to worry about time or anything. I can stay up late. I can do whatever. I can do whatever I want to do inside my house. And but there was just like this melancholy. This whole thing was stopping me, and I was feeling very blocked. Like, I have all these ideas and all these things that I wanted to do, and I'm not doing it. Like, wanted to start writing the children's book. I wanted to get the memoir thing going. There's just all these like sculptures that I wanted to create, which I don't feel like doing any of it. Like, I don't feel like doing a thing. And so I've been kind of like feeling a little bit blocked up, and my energy has been blocked. And so I've been working with the cards, like, you know, and today I'm going to read to you what they decided, what my guides wanted me to know today. And so I've been using this Lemurian Starchild deck, and I just love this deck. It's really helping me out with everything. And so today I chose the Crown. And the Crown is right to know, go beyond attachments, and divine alignment. So that's the first card that I chose. And the second card that I chose was the same one I had last week. It's called Family of Light. And it's called Signs, Guidance, Innate, and Ancient Wisdom. And so that's the second card. And then the third card I chose today was Surrender. Whoops. I'm going to drop it. It's Surrender. Isn't that beautiful? And this one is about release misaligned energies and retune to your truth. Okay? Okay, so I'm having a problem with the storage in my thing, so I'm going to try to do this very quickly so that I can get this through. Okay, so we've got the Crown, and it says, Dear one, you are the one blocking your energy, wallowing about this, that, and the other. Your energy is not blocked at all. Stop attaching to the fact that you are in another lockdown and try to go beyond the way you are feeling right now. It's time to pull out all of your tools and literally align yourself again to the patterns you are now holding. And then with the card with the Family of Light, it says, we suggest today you pull from your family of light. Go for a walk and re-listen to the online retreat that Cryon gave last year when all of this began, which I did on the way down. It says this will inspire you and help you get back on track. And then it speaks about, it says, this is the surrender one, right? It says, then allow yourself to surrender once again, to reprogram your brain, to once again retune your truth. Literally turn the channel you have been focusing on and go back to gratitude and self-nurture by going on long walks to the forest. Spend some time with the elements and reclaim your creative heart. All is well, dear one. Keep your chin up. So those are the cards that I got. And to be honest, I really think that is kind of true. I woke up this morning and I said, okay, you know, I need to get on with this. I need to get on with life, and I need to refocus my energy, go back into, because it was my own energy patterns that I was doing. I was going into this lockdown pattern mode. I was going on to feel sorry for me, and there's nothing to do and nothing to achieve, and why bother? And so I have to take all those tools that I've learned throughout the years and go back. And one of the things that really helps me is gratitude, and to go back into like that gratitude type thing, but also reprogramming my brain, my thought patterns. And I need to start doing that. I need to start thinking differently about this, and start getting excited about, I have all this time on my hands that I can do all this lovely creating. And so I got to get back into that. start exercising again, start getting my energy back into balance, come back out here into the forest, and who cares whether it's raining. Today it's raining, and I'm just going to do it. I'm just walking down here, doing my 5K, and back up to the house I'll go, and I should be feeling better. I went out and I cleaned my house, like the area around my house, because I was getting like dishes everywhere and just kind of like, ugh. So I cleaned that area, cleaned out the car because the car was getting kind of cluttered. And I also went out and cleaned the dog's area and got that all cleaned out and washed down. And before I came down for the walk, and I feel like I've changed the energy a little bit. Just that little slight bit so where I can start feeling like I want to do something again. And so I don't know about everybody out there, if you're all in the lockdown like I am, and you're kind of wallowing in this kind of like self-pity about like, oh, I'm stuck like this again and I can't really do anything. And I thought maybe I just come on. My guides were saying, come on and share the way you've been feeling and how you're trying to get yourself out of it. And maybe I can help you guys find the passion again, find what it is that makes your heart sing. Because I used to love doing all the Shine Your Light interviews and all of that, and come down here. I absolutely love doing the vlogs. The vlogs are kind of like therapy for me. I just absolutely love doing this. And if I can help somebody along the way, sure, why not? So that's why I'm doing it. It's not that I love to put myself on video. It's not something that felt natural for me, but I'm finding it cathartic, and I'm finding that as I document how I'm working through things, it's helping me, and hopefully by that I can also help you as well. And so that's where I'm at, guys. And I am going to start, because I was like trying not to have a schedule and trying not to do all this stuff. And I'm really feeling like maybe I really need to focus on maybe doing one interview a week or something on the Shine Your Light Network, and maybe just get back into that, because maybe that will give me a purpose as to why to get up in the morning to do an interview or whatever. And so I think I'm going to start going back. I'm going to go back to the people that I had already canceled, and I'm going to ask them if they'd like to come back on again, and we'll start doing the Shine Your Light Network. And I'm going to be on this afternoon with Bonnie Bird and David Starr. We're going to introduce some unity circles that we're doing in the New Earth Ascending Consciousness group. And so let's just I'm trying to start to do things again and not just wallow in self-pity. And so if you enjoyed this conversation and you would like to find more of my conversations, I have a whole extended thing of all of last year, how I went through and got through the lockdown last year, and I tried to inspire everybody and everything. And so if you would like to go back and have a look at all those, I do have all of my videos on playlists in my YouTube channel called the Shine Your Light Network. Go on over there and check it out. I will put a link to my Shine Your Light Network YouTube channel in the description below.